I'm a former dancer and the creator of an energy brand, and this is what's going on in Brazee land. Happy Monday, so let's get into it. I feel like today is a more chill day than normal, but it's because I got so much work done over the weekend that I'm able to just kind of take a breath and going into this week as if we are just essentially waiting for everything to play itself out. Which at the end of the day, I'm just trusting God and letting his timing be what is most important, because I can't control what people do and don't do and how they respond to my brand. As one of my favorite friends would say, control the controllables and let everything else be. So let's start with the packages that I have to pack and ship that from the orders that came in over the weekend. Not sure if you saw my latest TikTok about my shipping chronicles with USPS, but I have to change all the labels on these packages from USPS shipments, most of them are USPS shipments, onto UPS shipments. If you haven't seen that video on what happened, please go back to my page and look at it, because I cannot make this stuff up. But there's so many times I'm just like, why my brand? And the fact that I realized that in the same day, what was happening with one customer versus what had happened with a previous customer who I haven't spoken to in a while because they stopped responding to me as if the shipping issue was my fault. So yeah, that was just kind of crazy. I told my brothers last night, in the words of Melvin Ingram, pressure burst pipes, I make diamonds. So making diamonds is what we do. Next on my list of to-dos is following up with the lab. They were out of the office last Friday, so that's why I haven't heard from them to confirm what formula recipe I was sent. And I don't know if you saw my other video about how I was in the lab and they ran out of watermelon flavor. And of course, it was the trip when I was out there just to finalize the formula at this moment. I could have been back home. Next on my list of checkups is my co-manufacturer, the people that are going to be producing the beverage. These guys should have received almost all of my ingredients by this point, and the pallet that I was having issues with should have made it to Tennessee by now. It was supposed to make it Friday, and I don't know. A very touchy situation that I'm almost afraid to check on, but I have to check on it. Also, when you ask me why my product is so expensive, let me remind you that I spent about $7,500 from Thursday to Friday last week on things that were needed for the brand. We can ask Alexa to do some math for us. Alexa, what's $7,500 divided by $45? So 168 cases is what it would take for me to sell enough Brazee to cover the cost of what I spent just on ingredients last week and the labels that go on the cans alone. Mind you, the flavors have already been purchased. This is just supplement part of the beverage. Next on my list is checking my bookkeeper. He is asking for my bank statements from last month. I have not sent them, and it is March 8th. Whoopsie. And then I have some content to film because we're actually about to do a rebranding of our business statement. Me. That is going to be what our slogan is moving forward and forever until someone tells me I need to change it. And actually, I think that's all for today. So that's it. If I have anything that updates, I'll let you know along the way. Come get ready with me.